let me ask you a question. What do you think the best Minecraft roleplay series is? Whatever you just said, it's wrong. This is what it is.
So what if I hit an old lady crossing the street because I spilled hot coffee on my nipples?
Bully is a Minecraft series I've been meaning to talk about for years, like ever since 2022. It's a series that revolves around the adventures of these 4 friends in high school and also them surviving their bully that basically gets no consequences for anything he does. It's a series made by Corey Crater, aka Newscape Pro. I swear this guy's lore runs deeper than the Earth's mantle. He has channels on channels on channels on channels. The characters in the series were also voiced by his friends, which if you know these guys, you know they might just need a video of their own, to be honest. Like Shootski made some of the best Dead by Daylight videos on the YouTube platform and he gets like no credit for it.
Oh dude, I thought the bear trap was open. I was gonna end myself purposely.
His Gmod videos were pretty good too, but Miss Breezy made the best Gmod videos of all time, but you guys aren't ready for that conversation. Unfortunately, I won't be able to cover the entire series now and probably never because Newscape Pro Thanos snapped it off the YouTube platform. The only reason I'm able to get any of the footage at all is because it was re-uploaded by this guy. Whoever you are, you're a saint. God bless you, man. Corey says in a community post he privated a lot of the old Minecraft stuff he made and that he did it out of his own selfishness and the embarrassment those videos caused him, which I guess is fair. I wouldn't want people knowing I made Minecraft Yandere roleplay either.
Tell that to your little brother. You might want to teach him some respect if you don't want him to get smushed into a Jiro pancake. Urgh.
WTF did I just watch?
Anyway, with all that being said, let's get into the Minecraft series that was forgotten in time.
Sir, is that your AM?
We start off episode 1 with Corey walking into Dansum High School, talking about how despite his past school experiences, this one is gonna be good. He begins to stare at this girl, which I wasn't gonna add this originally, but this girl was just behind him when he was walking down the hall. Can she teleport? Is she Wally West?
Exactly what it's Well, what do we have here? I can smell fresh meat from a mile away.
It's in this scene we get our first view of the main antagonist, Ched Dansum, voiced by the Frozen Gargon, along with his goons, Tony, voiced by the Frozen Gargon, and Mikey, voiced by the Frozen Gargon. Dude, is Frozen Gargon like the Gianni Matragano of the Newscape Pro universe?
Here, loser. You're getting a knuckle sandwich. It's, sort of customary around here. Uh-oh, my big word detector is going off.
Ched punches Corey in the face and we get the series title card. Over the next few minutes, Corey meets 2 out of the 3 other main characters. Toby, who's called Tank because he's fat, and Simon Chesworth, who's like the nerdy guy of the group. During Toby and Corey's conversation, we actually get some explanation to why Ched gets no consequences at all.
He's some kind of big shot, huh? Well, nobody would dare stand up to Chad. Oh yeah? Why is that? Well, he's Chad Dansum. And? Chad Dansum, Dansum High School. His dad is the principal. He can pick on just about anyone he wants and get away with it too. You're kidding.
Corey sees Ched and friends down the hall and a chase scene ensues.
Get back here so I can kill you!
Well, hello, Ched. You off murdering some young boy today?
Yes, Mrs. Lundunskis.
That's a good boy, Ched. Now be a peach and tell your father I'd like a raise.
Eventually leading Corey into a janitor's closet where he sees Simon, Tank, and this girl right here hanging out. Also just want to mention that this was our first look at Simon. And this is how he looks now. Dude, that's not Simon anymore. That's an alternate. They all go into the vent just in case Ched comes into the room, but it breaks due to it being over capacity. Or just Tank's weight. I don't know, man.
No, you don't need to justify it. I'm pretty fat.
And they also make plans with Corey to meet up after school. Meanwhile, Ched is telling his father just a bunch of malarkey.
And then he called me stupid and weird. And punched me right in the face. And then he called me stupid and weird. And punched me right in the face.
Corey decides to go see Simon and the others after school, but unknown to him, Ched is watching from afar.
No, boss. Let's go make that kid wish he was never born.
Corey meets up with the others and has to prove himself with a LARPing session. During it, we actually get 2 pieces of info that's worthy mentioning. We learn that this girl's name right here is Gertrude, and that during the session, Corey is called the Dragon Slayer.
I got it. The Dragon Slayer. The Dragon Slayer?
The one the Ancient One spoke of.
All hail the Dragon Slayer!
Savior of our kingdom!
Dragon Slayer! Dragon Slayer!
Remember the whole Dragon Slayer thing? It actually ends up being important later. But the session actually ends up getting interrupted by Ched due to him following Corey. They go back and forth a bit with Ched, but he just isn't listening.
You're not listening!
During this, we also get a scene where it shows that Mikey likely isn't who he pretends to be.
You should have stayed down when I gave you the chance! Now I'm gonna kill you! Ched, I wouldn't do that. They have Excalibur, which has like a 15 mana plane attack rate. You can't possibly counter it. It would deflect. Shut up, Mikey! What are you? One of these nerds? No, Ched. I was just joking.
They're chased by Ched until they jump over this river on this broken bridge. Ched doesn't want to jump over, likely being scared to fall in since there are leeches in the water. They get to Tank's treehouse where Corey is made an official member of their group called the Swashbucklers. During their conversation in the treehouse, we get some more info on why everyone is afraid of Ched.
Isn't that kind of upsetting?
What do you mean?
Well, living your life like that, constantly in fear of the worst situation occurring.
Look, Corey. Ched is no joke. He's been arrested for putting kids in the hospital. Sure, sometimes it seems like he's just beating up on kids and humiliating them. But when he says he'll kill you, he actually means it.
It's the sad truth. And what has Principal Dansome done? Nothing.
He thinks Ched is a victim himself, from what I hear.
But then again, most kids never even see the guy. He's sort of an enigma. When justice knocks, he ignores the call. Unfortunately.
We've tried everything. Reasoning with him, telling on him, even skipping school entirely.
The guy just won't quit, huh?
Unfortunately.
The rest of episode 2 really isn't important, except that at the end, Corey gets called down to the office. I wonder why.
And punch me right in the face!
Simon pulls Corey into a room and tells him that whatever is about to happen to him is likely going to be pretty bad.
You don't get called down to the office for detentions. They're going to give it to you good.
But what did I even do? You didn't have to do anything. You talked back to Ched. Therefore, you must die.
As you could have guessed, Corey ends up getting unfairly suspended. And it's won by Simon that when Ched gets someone suspended, he usually plays hooky to go out and find them.
Your advantages are larger than you might think. I know I'm large.
Gertrude and Simon talk about the winter formal that's coming up, where Gertrude hints that she wants to go with Simon, but Simon just isn't getting it.
Yes?
Corey was right. We have to take risks. And I'm going to take one now. I'm going to ask Susie Q to the winter formal.
And then there's this whole scene where Gertrude is invited into the darkness by this emo dude.
Huh?
Come hither.
I can't hear you.
Get over here!
We see Corey walking through town, minding his own business, until he sees Ched standing by a movie theater. In hopes of Ched not seeing him, he walks into this shop called Jake's Drinks, but he's told to leave in less than 2 minutes because this guy can get fired for anything.
You better not be shoplifting. I could get fired. I'm not. I'm just browsing. You can't loiter in here. I could get fired. Hey, do you have a bathroom I could use? Only for paying customers. I could get fired.
You get
Jeez,
fired for me
seems
using
like
the
you get fired
restroom?
for
What
just
kind
about
of
anything.
place is this? He manages to convince the worker to let him hide in the freezer for reasons we'll figure out pretty soon.
Look, Ched, the way I see it, you have 2 options. Buy something or get out.
Oh, yeah? What if I just destroyed your pathetic little store?
I'll call the police, Ched. This isn't high school. You can't pick on small business employees.
And why can't I, little man? Who's the police gonna believe? Me or some low-life high school dropout?
I'm not a dropout, and you know that. Get out, Ched. I don't have to deal with this.
And what if I don't? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna fight me?
No, Ched. I'm not.
That's right. You aren't. didn't work out so well last time.
It's revealed that this guy, whose name is Leon, is the person who stood up to Ched years ago. The same guy Simon was talking about back in episode 2.
Yeah, I used to go to Dancem High. It was years ago, though. I was a senior, and Chet was just a freshman. I'm sure he still is, technically. You dropped out, though? After a fight with Chet, I got expelled from Dancem High. Told everyone I was transferring. Changed my hair, my identity. Now I just work here. You fought Ched? I did. I fought Ched. I fought Ched and I lost. You're the last Dragon Slayer. Get out of my store!
We also learned that Ched has been held back for multiple years, so this guy is like a super senior picking on freshmen. Also, Gertrude is with like the emo kids now, I guess.
This is our new friend, Gertrude. She's feeling sad too.
Hi, Gertrude.
The goth kids hang out down there. They're total degenerates.
I thought they were called emus.
Who cares? They all shop at Hot Topic.
Nothing interesting happens this episode. The only things worth mentioning are that Gertrude is now dating the emo guy whose name is Sebastian, and that Corey and Simon have this big argument at the end, which leads to Corey leaving the Swashbucklers. Yeah, I really don't have anything else to say. Corey and Tank try to go talk to Gertrude, but
Oh, Simon may have hurt you, but you know Toby and I would never do that.
You weren't there for me when I had my heart broken, Corey.
Wasn't he
Neither were
suspended?
You, Tank. You know who was? Sebastian.
I didn't know
Sebastian
until it
was
too
only
late.
there because
I
he
was
was
tired of
lurking
being
in the
left on the back
darkness.
burner.
Anyway, Gertrude is like emo now and she says she left the group. That was quick. Corey and Tank want to make posters to get new people into the Swashbucklers group, so they head to Tank's house to go get some. Which leads to the funniest moments in the entire series.
Oh, loser! Get off me before I smash your skull! Dude, not the neck! That's against the rules! Since when? Since I can't breathe, bro! Pussy can't breathe!
These are Tank's 3 older brothers, Sherman, Tiger, and Panzer, who all play as linebackers on the school's football team. Usually, they just make sure Ched, who is the quarterback, doesn't get hit.
Guys, I'm not a football player!
Not a football player. Yet.
Yeah, you could probably work off those boobies a little bit.
Also, Simon comes back and makes up with Tank and Corey, and they decide to go put up the posters to go do recruiting for the Swashbucklers. I also just wanted to mention that they say, if we want to beat Ched, we need an army, as they talk about setting up the posters, so like, does it say anything on the posters about them going up against Ched? Like, are the people who want to join the Swashbucklers gonna know what they're signing up for? Not too much happens in episode 6. Simon and Gertrude made up. Gertrude comes back to the Swashbucklers. Simon, this girl named Susie, Gertrude, and Sebastian go on a double date, and Simon and Susie decide that they're better off as friends at the end of the day. The most important thing that you should remember is that Tank is now getting letters from a secret admirer. Also, Ched and Susie used to bully Gertrude back in middle school and make fun of her voice and call her a ginger. So she's going on a double date where the person who bullied her is with the person she has a crush on. Is that not crazy? They start sending up posters for the Swashbucklers recruitment around the school, but for some reason, Tank decided to make the posters like written in code, as if it's a scavenger hunt, so I'm not sure how they expect anyone to find the Swashbucklers meetup spot. Like, who is decoding this? L. Lolly? Also, since Tank has PE and Corey has study, Corey decides to see if he can drop in on Tank's gym class, which really doesn't go too well.
Your point being?
It seems a little dangerous for gym class.
Talk back to me one more time, boy. The principal won't have anything left to discipline by the time you get down there. I was a cop before this job. You ever killed a person before?
Is that rhetorical, or like...
Oh, so now you're taunting me? Because I was kicked off the force? So what if I hit an old lady crossing the street because I spilled hot coffee on my nipples?
Simon sees a note Susie left for him, pretty much saying that she can't go to the winter formal with him because she's moving. So, Simon does this. After school, they wait for people that solved the poster to show up at the Swashbucklers meeting, but it ends up being a no-show, which leads to this argument of why it was a no-show.
People. 0 people?
Well, don't look at me, guys. Tank made all the posters.
Oh, classic Simon! Pawning off his own insecurities on me! Maybe no one came because of the fact that your face was plastered all over the posters!
Or maybe you made it too difficult. Maybe no one is nearly as nerdy as you are. How could someone decode that mess?
Well, maybe it's because we didn't put up enough posters! Maybe Corey should have grabbed one! Guys, stop!
I still blame Ted.
But someone actually does show up, which ends up being one of Ted's goons, Mikey. We saw the signs as early as episode 2.
They have Excalibur, which has like a 15 mana plane attack rate. You can't possibly counter it. It would deflect.
Shut up, Mikey! What are you? One of these nerds?
No, Chad. I was just joking.
But now we see that Mikey really isn't a bully like he pretends to be, but it's just some nerd that acts like he's a bully because he's afraid of Ched.
Mikey, wait. You don't have to pretend to be someone you're not.
Shut up, nerd. Guys! Oh my god!
I can't believe it.
You could probably work off those boobies a little bit.
Corey and Simon chat about Gertrude since Simon realizes that he actually does want to give Gertrude a chance. But Corey lets him know that Gertrude and Sebastian are in a bit of a situation and that he shouldn't do something that might mess things up.
Well, I just wanted some advice.
Alright, that's fine. Here's some advice. Don't do it. Gertrude and Sebastian are kind of iffy right now, so you should stay out of it. You don't want to go breaking them up.
Breaking them up.
What was that?
Nothing.
No, I just heard you say breaking them up in an ominous voice.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Nope.
Yes, you did, Simon.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You said it loud and clear, and I'm sitting right next to you.
Shut up!
Tank gets another letter from a secret admirer letting him know that her name is Chloe and that she wants to meet up after school outside of the gym. Corey and Gertrude talk until Sebastian interrupts, causing an argument between him and Gertrude because he doesn't seem to understand what giving somebody space is and pretty much breaks up with her right then and there. She goes to be alone, but Simon notices her and decides it's his chance to talk to her and comfort her. Simon was plotting the second he walked out those doors. He said,
Alright, here's my shot.
"This dude thinks he's Mr. Steal Your Girl, no Trey Songz." As I was writing the script, I searched up Trey Songz and all I got was allegations. So yeah, no Trey Songz, guys, none of that. Tank goes to this alleyway to meet up with the secret admirer, but it's instead cornered by Ched and his goons. Turns out all the notes Tank got was just from Ched.
Huh, Chloe! She says she's not interested. She says, how could somebody love a fat moron like you? A pathetic little rodent that evolution forgot about.
Ched makes multiple rude comments towards Tank, most notably one about his parents, which makes Tank angry enough to rush at Ched. Which, of course, doesn't go well. Ched hits Tank again, but much harder this time.
This time, when I say it, Fatso, I mean it. You're dead! Dead! Ted, wait! Don't! Bye-bye, piggy. Ched? Oh no! Huh. He felt weird.
Mikey lets them know that Tank is no longer breathing. Tony and Ched run away, not wanting to get any consequences for what just happened, but Mikey actually stays behind. We start off with Corey, Simon, and Gertrude talking in a hospital about what the next plan of action should be because of what happened to Tank.
Ched won't get away with this. He's taken it too far.
This isn't the first time, Corey. If nobody speaks up, he'll get away with it.
We'll speak up then.
We weren't there. We can't prove anything.
Well, if the police get involved...
The police in this town don't care about anything. The bullies go on to become local cops around here.
This is personally one of, if not my favorite scene in the entire series, because it's a serious moment that I think they did really well. Out of all the other serious moments in the show, it's this one that I feel really highlights how seemingly hopeless their situation is and why it seems like there's nothing they can do. A doctor comes and lets them know that Tank woke up and is in fine condition, and also that somebody had called an anonymous tip, and if they didn't, that Tank surely would have been dead. They go to talk to Tank about what happened, but during the conversation, Corey walks out. Simon follows him, and Corey says he's gonna go give Chet a piece of his mind, but Simon tells him that it's not a good idea.
Well, what then? I'm tired of talking. We need action. What about parents? Tank's parents could call the school or even hire a lawyer and...
Corey, I thought you knew.
Knew?
Tank's parents died in a car accident a few years ago. He has trouble telling people. He kind of just brushes it off in conversation. I only found out because of the papers.
Corey ends up figuring out that Mikey is the one who called the anonymous tip and decides to talk with them at his house.
I don't know who it says more about, you or Ched. The fact that you were able to fake being a bully this whole time, when in reality, you're just a nerd.
Are you going to tell Ched?
No. But I need your help with something.
I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble.
You won't get in trouble.
Well, what is it?
Help me take down Ched.
He also heads to Leon to ask for advice on what he should do against Ched. He's pretty much told that since he can't battle Ched himself, he should use his brain and get someone else to do it for him. And with that advice, Corey ends up heading over to Tank's house. And in the end, we see Ched, who's figured out what the Swashbuckler's hideout is. That can't be good. Here we are, at the season 1 finale. The Swashbucklers talk about the football game that's gonna happen, which most of them don't want to go since the bullies are gonna be there, but Corey says that the bullies are already gonna be on the field. He seems pretty insistent on going to this game, and eventually gets the rest to agree. And in the football game, we find out why he was so insistent to go.
Hike! Defense! Where's my team?
Ouch! That's gotta hurt.
It hurts. It hurts.
Well, look at Big Ched now.
Let this be your one and only warning.
You don't touch our brother.
Turns out that Corey went to Tank's house to tell his brothers what Ched did to him, taking Leon's advice of getting someone else to fight the battle for him. They later go to the winter formal and actually have a pretty good time. Tank even got himself a dance. I mean, Corey was lonely because he didn't have anyone to dance with, but that's neither here nor there. Come on now.
Well, guys, looks like we got what we wanted. I heard Ched broke both his legs.
Both of his legs? How hard did he get hit? After the winter formal, they go back to the treehouse, only to find it burned down to the ground.
Why? 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 He won't get away with this.
Well, what do we do now?
It's time to go on the offensive.
Overall, I actually kind of liked Bully Season 1. Even if it doesn't seem as good as it did when I was younger, I still find it to be a pretty enjoyable watch, and it was actually kind of funny at times. But now that it's over, I think it's time we get into it. Corey goes to the group and asks them if they want to go outside later and do something, but they're all too tapped into the game to listen.
Tank, stop standing in the fire.
Shut up, dude! I'm top DPS!
As Corey's talking, he mentioned something about it being the end of the month, leading Simon to remind him of what happens today.
No, you cream dip creme brulee. The body cast comes off today.
An entire body cast? Dude got hit by a dope gone! The power goes out, and Corey and Tank go to see what's going on. Eventually, the power turns back on, and some music starts playing.
Well, I'm bait. What's the meaning of all this? I was gonna enter the AC/DC Back in Black, but there was a big copyright issue, so this'll do.
This dude, Ched, even has his own intro music, bro. This is diabolical.
Diabolical.
Later on, we see Ched talking to Tony and Mikey about what he plans to do to the nerds.
I'm declaring a full-on war against the nerds! And not just that nerd club, the Swan Rufflers. Swashbucklers. What did I say? But what a dumb name! Yeah, it is pretty dumb, isn't it? Yeah! Where was I? Oh yeah, and not just that nerd club from before. I want a school free of nerdom altogether. The nerd purge will be in full effect. The nurge.
Oh my god, I will slap you!
So guys, I think it's time we address the elephant in the room.
Where?
It's not a real elephant.
Oh, good. Because
Wait,
where there are elephants,
why is there actually an
there are
elephant in the
peanuts, just
bag?
not-
Nothing too interesting happens this episode. Sebastian has this new look, which I really can't decide if it's better or worse. Also, Corey meets this girl named Josie and agrees to be a roadie for her band.
Good, now you're catching on to my sense of humor.
I see. Huh. Nerd meets nerd. Huh. Nerd squared.
I didn't know where to add this, but I thought it was funny, so here you go.
Spoken like a true poet, Tank.
Did you just team kill me when I was talking?
I said to give me your boosters!
But where's the episode? Oh right, Newscape Pro sealed it away! Yeah, Season 2, Episode 2 is the final re-uploaded episode from the series. Which is a shame because I remember there being more episodes and actually would have really liked to rewatch them again. I hope Newscape Pro decides to re-upload the videos someday, though that does seem pretty unlikely. Honestly, it's kinda crazy thinking that the first episode was uploaded nearly a decade ago now. Before I end this video, I just want to give some special thanks to some people. Firstly, this guy right here, because, you know, this video literally wouldn't be possible without him. I'd also like to thank these two other YouTubers, Sunflower and Radchad. About a year ago now, I had DM'd multiple YouTubers that I watched, like if they had any tips on making scripts, and these are the only two that responded, so yeah, I really appreciate that. Thanks, guys. And if anyone that helped to make the Bully series is watching, I'd like to thank you guys for making a part of multiple people's childhoods. It actually really was fun rewatching this series. I'm really not sure how to end this video. This is my first time doing anything like this, but I'll leave you guys with this.
Like, come on. I don't know.